This was originally just me organizing my books because I'm trying to just kind of start studying again, but I don't actually remember a lot of my books, so I figured I'd do some kind of book tour while I'm at it. Then maybe I can remember my own books. Okay, so here at the beginning we've got Topic, which I reviewed. Yeah, I've got this Yonsei Hangugo 4, which I got from Two Joys. They sent it to me for free. And then I really like this one because my writing used to be my weakest point, I think. It's been a while. So I was using this, and it's really pretty. Then I've got my Ewa, which I was mildly obsessed with. I have up to 4 to my, I have up to 4, but I don't actually know where they are. I've lost them. And then I've got this. I wanted this because it's with Lee Jun-gi, and I just think he's cute, so that's why I bought the book here. Plus it actually kind of looks like good content. You see that? Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of the reason I bought it for him. So that's that one. Oh yeah, and then I've got this. I really was loving this book. However, crap, I don't think I can read that. So, yeah. And then Youngwa Fangirl, so I have these, and I got both of these from Nonnepan, but I don't know where the first one is. I was reading it, but then I don't know where it is. It's gone, misplaced. And then, yeah, my favorite one, the Korean Grammar News. Again, reviewed this one. This one was my first textbook. This is really boring. And then this one is just a How Korean Talk book. It came with something else that I bought. It was a free copy. I can't remember what book it was, but because it's got that romanization in it, yeah, like that. Autofocus. Okay, it's got this romanization, and I don't really like romanization ever, but yeah, it's still like, I'll probably try and read it sometime. And then my dictionary, which everybody should own. I'd actually reached a point where I could understand some stuff in that, but I don't think I can anymore. And then Chunyeonepam, the novel, I bought it because it was a bestseller on Naver, and I could understand the synopsis. But when I got it, it was way too difficult for me to read, so it just stayed there. And then Shinsae Gyok. I love the drama, so I got the book. This is 2. I was actually halfway through 1, but I don't know where the book is anymore. I have to look for it. And then I'll just try and continue reading it from there. And also my post-it notes are in there. And then the Surpun Yonga manga books. I've got 1, 4, 5, and 2. I'm missing 3, and sadly the books are out of print, so they're very difficult to come by. These ones already were difficult, and I had to get them secondhand. As you can see, they're a little dirty at the bottom. But that's why I haven't even taken one out of the packet, because it's a bit of nostalgia for me, because this is the first drama I ever watched, and the reason I started to study Korean to begin with. And then this book, I don't actually know where I got this. I think this was a promotion copy for me to review. I didn't get around to reading it yet. I should probably start with that because it's in English. And then this is about the lost princess Korea. It's a biography. It looked good when I got it, and I got it because at that time I was really into history. But then I didn't actually get a chance to read it before everything, so I've never actually tried to read it to begin with. And then, ooh, oh my god, the flash is on right now, and the flash just came on. So then here, this is my Japanese and Chinese. I have another Japanese textbook because this is the kanji, but I have one for N4 and N5 grammar. But again, I do not know where it is. I've misplaced it. Yeah. And then this is the Chinese New Reader. I'll show it to you. It's really awesome. I didn't get past the first chapter, however, but I was enjoying it. Won't be using it though because I can't really learn 3 languages at the same time or study what I know of 3 languages at the same time, but it was pretty cool, and I really like everything, and it just looks like a cool book, you know? And then this is the kanji. The kanji, just get like this one. I was like, I think round about here or something. I don't remember. Like lesson 8 or something like that. I don't know. But I won't really be using it that much. I don't know, I probably will. I don't care. Who knows? And then like Genki stuff. For Genki, because obviously self-study, I had to get the, hold on, here, I know this is here because I just put it here like 5 minutes ago. I had to get a whole set. Don't drop. Had to get the whole set of Genki. This is the student book, the textbook, which again, I think you can see on my TikToks here. I was diligently studying that. And the workbook, I wasn't writing in the workbook because actually, oh my god, I was writing in the workbook. I was writing in the workbook. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh, what the hell? Okay, so at least now I know where I left off on Genki, yeah? So, oh my god, my writing. It's not bad. So I got the whole set. So that would be the textbook, the answer key for the textbook, and the workbook. But I can check my working without having to use Lang 8 or something like that. And then here is just magazines. I went through a phase where I really loved buying magazines through tutors, through their service of ordering. I don't know if they still have it because magazines were like costing me $300 US for shipping to me, and then on top of that I have to pay duty, so sometimes it'll cost me like $400 just for the magazines, for like a whole bunch of magazines, and some of them are happening. So I only usually got them if there was someone in them that I wanted a magazine of, like for example the Marie Claire. I think Marie Claire I got because of JYJ. Yeah. This one I got because of Tiffany. Tiffany has, I don't know, let me check. This one was because of Tiffany from Sonyashite, I think. I can't remember. But it was because of someone. I got this because of someone. Who, I do not know. But I'm pretty certain it was Tiffany. Vogue Korea I got because there was a Youngwa interview on CM Blue. And no, yeah. I got Esquire. I got Esquire for Youngwa, right? It's in here somewhere. I don't know. I think I bookmarked it. I don't really know. So I can't remember. But, oh, here, there it was. I know. Damn. No, it wasn't there. Where was it? But I know exactly where I got Esquire because I saw it on, I think it was Line, that he was going to be an Esquire, and then I immediately ordered it. I had to have it. Damn, I don't know why I ordered Esquire. I ordered it for something. I know he was in this one. That one I cannot forget. And then In Style. No, it was In Style I got because of Tiffany. Yeah, it was In Style I got because of Tiffany. I buy a lot of magazines. Yeah, there she was over there. Where? No, I didn't buy it because that isn't even Tiffany, to be quite honest. That's an actress. But yeah, that's the reason I bought magazines. And also I got these. Like, I specifically asked for which types I wanted. This is my first one, which is weird. Whereas this one I specifically ordered because of CM Blue. I actually was making translation notes on the interview. Yeah, I think I was making translation notes on the interview because I just translate them and use them as reading practice. It's way too bright. Oh my god, how do I turn the flash off this thing? The right way. Yeah, so these I got because of, like, if there was any kind of bias in them, and as a result I kind of take care of them, which is really sad. I have several of them. Some I don't care about, and some, because I read them a lot, you can see they started to get dirty. Oh my god. Especially this one. This one I read a lot. Like, I was constantly reading it, writing in it, circling stuff in it. I don't know. And it's just reading stuff, you know? Sometimes you don't want a book or a textbook, sometimes you just want high cut. And then here is my albums. So I've got the Daniela, his solo album, the LP edition. I've got the sexy the sexy edition. I think it's yeah, I don't know what it's called. I don't know if it's called Night or Sexy, but it's his first album, and this is the dark one. I sadly actually have, I think, 2 copies of each of them. One copy isn't even out of the packet, but I don't actually know where they are. And then I've got I'm only missing 2 of them. One because I wasn't a fan of them when that came out. And the second one was because I wasn't into them when that came out either. So, but I have that one. This is my favorite one. I love this album. And this one. All of them, I always try and get the Yonghwa versions of things. Like, for example, Earphone, this is the Yonghwa version of the limited edition, because he's my bias. Unfortunately, because this one, it's sold out, so I have the Minyok version only. I know, if I ever find the Yonghwa version, I'll probably buy it. And then I got Can't Stop. I don't know, got that one, yeah. And then, yeah, because I love Twilight, I got all the Twilight books, except I have all of them, but I don't know where the other one is. I have 2 copies of Eclipse because Eclipse is my favorite one. Don't ask me why. New Moon is the worst one, which is why I had to cover it, because it was taking me so long to read that I didn't want the book getting damaged because it was so bad. I wasn't enjoying it, and it like took me 2 weeks, 2 weeks to read this book. But all of the rest I've read in like that. It took me, I read this like in half the time it took me to read this, even though like, check the difference. It's like half the length of Eclipse. And then Divergent, I was loving the Divergent series, so I actually bought the box set. So it's Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant, and then the what's the name? The 4, the one about 4. I haven't read Allegiant yet, nor have I even watched the Insurgent movie, but I did read the book, so no, that's good enough. I usually don't like the movies anyway, and then just like history books. That's it. Michelle Phan, and this is the only Girls' Generation thing I own. I hunted for this on eBay, and when I found it, I tried to buy 2, but they only had 1 in stock, so I just took it. So this is actually the only Girls' Generation thing I own, and it's actually pretty cool. It's my favorite, because like all the songs on here are pretty awesome in my opinion. So yeah. More of my books. This is a book about fairies. Fairies. It's beautiful. Oh my god, the pictures in here are amazing. And then again, folk song. This is just drawing pad. Yeah. That's it. Here I've just got a massive fashion book. Just a big block of fashion. It like weighs a ton, and then it's just grammar because I have to study English too, even though it's my native language. And then just that's it. Like a whole load of PC format. I don't know. I love PC. I used to be obsessed with PCs. I still am in a way, but just not in the same way. Like, so I have like a ton of PC format, and you can see like it was a whole year-long obsession that I had with PC format. There's more of them, but I again don't know where they are.